What's up, guys? I'm Lester, and today we're gonna be talking about episode 30 and episode 31 and episode 32. I'm gonna be doing my review on all those three episodes together in just this one single video. Because if you guys have heard, been keeping up with my channel, I've been gone for the past 2 or 3 weeks, and that was for a reason. And again, if you guys want to know what the reason, go watch that special video that I just did. I think yesterday on the channel update video. I told you guys what the reason was I'm gone. But anyways, now I'm back, so that's why, I'm gonna do all the reviews I missed, including episode 32 that I just watched today, all together. So it might be a little bit longer and a little bit different from my usual reviews. In my usual reviews, they're usually 5 to 7 minutes. This might be like 10 almost or something like that, but I'm gonna try to make it as short as I can. And this might, how my usual reviews always have like different pictures from the episode, but in this I was like, how many pictures am I gonna get, because like it's different episodes. So I was like, just fuck that, I'm just gonna have one picture. So if you guys don't like that, I'm sorry, but that's how I decided for this review. Anyways, so episode 30, yeah, I don't really know. I don't even have to even go over it, because episode 30 was really shitty. I'm one of those people who don't really like to, be one of those people who always do say that this episode was stupid, man. It was shitty, but really, episode 30 actually was shitty. If you guys watch my reviews, I don't really say that usual, but sorry for cussing. But episode 30 was actually pretty bad. I mean, it wasn't the worst episode there is, but it was pretty bad, because the half, actually, I think more than even half was flashbacks. Total flashbacks from the whole episode was more than half of the whole episode was flashbacks, just showing what's been going on with Beerus. And they were telling Krillin, what the who Champa is and everything. I mean, I understand, but they could have made it way more shorter than that. They just wasted the time. No one really liked it. Neither did I. So that was a waste. That's why episode 30, I don't really have anything to say. But there is one thing that I did like. They mentioned Oob, yes, Oob. So now we know I guess he is born. He's a newborn. That's what Goku said. I mean, of course, he's not going to be in the tournament. He's too young. That's common sense. But we did mention him, and I like that. But one thing about when we're talking about newborns and everything, one thing I didn't like is they did not have Bra in there. Yes, they fooled us all. They didn't have Bra in there. That they showed in the preview. It was just Kid Bulma. It wasn't Bra, and I found that funny, and I was actually kind of pissed off. I was really hoping that was Bra. I already had my suspicion that it wasn't gonna be Bra. It was just gonna be Bulma. So I didn't like that. But everything else, that episode was pretty bad. The only thing I really liked was the the mentioning of Oob. So that's, I guess. And actually, Gohan versus Piccolo, we actually got to see that, and I really like that, because we haven't seen that in a long time. Gohan versus Piccolo, man, come on. All you Gohan fans probably were excited at that part, really. I'm a pretty big Gohan fan, so I was really excited at that part. So two things for this episode: the mentioning of Oob, and Gohan versus Piccolo was the only two good things that were in episode 30. Otherwise, I don't really have anything to say about it. So let's move on to episode 31, which was episode 31 was a decent episode, because it had Bulma. Pretty much it was all about Bulma and Jacko's adventure, going to meet this guy, this being called Zuno in the middle of the universe, who knows everything, because Jacko's the one who said that he knows everything, so we can ask him about the Super Dragon Balls. And it was actually pretty funny. I mean, this episode was a little bit of comedy and a little bit affection, I guess. Only a little bit of action, because there was this thief that was supposed to be captured by the Galactic Patrol, and Jacko kind of was messing up in his job, and Bulma had to call him. So he was like, really, I was about to catch this thief, but now this. And then when he went with Bulma on Zuno's planet, but it actually was good luck for him that the thief, on the same time as Jacko was there, he actually was waiting for 7 years to ask Zuno a question. But just when he was about to go in, Jacko ruins it for him, and he captures him, and that was actually pretty badass. I mean, to see Jacko be a badass, I thought he would just shoot and do some kind of like funny trick, but he actually went like straight into him and gave that guy a punch in the stomach, and that guy was down. That was pretty badass. For Jacko's character, that was pretty good. I like that. I mean, we haven't really seen that side of Jacko that much. I mean, we've seen his funny side, but that is seeing his other side, being a badass. That was pretty cool. So that's the one thing I like in episode 32. And everything else, it was pretty much Bulma and Jacko, doing jokes. Jacko kept, doing a lot of jokes on Bulma, like, So I like that. It was pretty a funny episode, mostly a comedian episode. Didn't have that much of action, It was for comedy purposes, so you can't really expect that much action. But it was a lot better than episode 30, because 30, like I just said before, it was all flashbacks. But in this, we didn't have any flashbacks. I mean, actually, we did have flashbacks showing they're going back to showing what Bulma and how Bulma and Jekyll met. If you did read the manga, the special Jekyll manga, I never really have, but I've heard about it, and I just took a glance at it a few days ago. So yeah, if you haven't read that, I mean, I guess you would. That is pretty important. Not really that important, so it's your choice. But I did read it. It was pretty fun actually. So yeah. So episode 31 was a lot better than episode 30. We had Bulma finally got to meet Zuno, the all-knowing being in the middle of the universe, and he actually talks really fast. That was pretty hilarious because he was talking so fast, like, so Bulma couldn't even understand one thing he said. So yeah, now let's move on to episode 32. Yes, episode 32, and this, my friends, is the ultimate episode. And now after watching this episode, I think I'm gonna start, growing a beard and not shave anymore, and have a beard so I can be a real Saiyan. Yeah, man, be a badass because I'm gonna grow a beard. Cause this episode, yeah, guys, did you guys see that Goku and Vegeta? So we start off with we already just is okay. In the first of all, the opening, we have a new opening which features all the Universe 6 characters, and we get to know what they really are, why they're special and everything. We already knew what Batama does, but everyone else we got to see, and especially Hitman. That was so badass when the short hit. He was so fast, and then he just does a beam by his finger. That looked badass. But one thing I want is they did show he was really fast, but I don't know if that means he's only fast and he's not that strong. I'm not really gonna like it if he's not really that strong, and just like the other team members, he's just has a special power, but he's not that strong. I actually want him to be like a badass and be strong, which it does look like, but because of his fastness, I kind of get the feeling that he's only fast, but I think he is probably strong because of how he's acting and everything, and how Goku and Vegeta are looking at him. So he is probably something special. He's probably the one who messes up everything. Feels the same as a lot of us fans. So yeah, but then we begin. Not just that, even in the beginning, we have Mr. Popo and Dende playing tennis. Yes, tennis, and we get to see the guardian of the Earth's place after the lookout after so long. I mean, we haven't seen that in Super forever. I mean, we never saw that in Super, and that was pretty cool. And then we see Goku and Vegeta in the hyperbolic time chamber, fighting together, training together, and that was pretty cool. And the music, I must say, was pretty good in there. And yeah, the music in this episode was pretty good. Everything matched, and that I like that. So Sumitomo really did it this time. That's why I call this the ultimate episode. The music was good, and everything was just good. And so we have Goku and Vegeta training in there. They didn't turn blue hair, the god, like they did in the manga, but I don't really care. I mean, I would have liked to see that, but that's not it. We have more stuff. When Goku and Vegeta come out of the hyperbolic time chamber, Whis is getting all the fighters and getting them ready to go to the planet, Beerus' planet, and then go to the Terminator. And Goku and Vegeta are there, and then someone comes from behind and they're like, "Sorry, we're late." And then Goku and Vegeta come, and they look so badass. They have beards. Yes, they have beards. And I know a lot of people are like, "Why do they have beards?" I thought Vegeta said that Saiyans can't grow beards or mustache. Well, you know we did have Vegeta's dad, who had a beard, so I guess it's not really a plot hole. Oh, and I actually think he only did it for a gag, so he didn't want, Akira Toriyama didn't really want us to take anything serious on that. That was just for a gag, and I really thought that was funny. But then after, anyways, they smell pretty bad, and they look badass, so Bulma's like, go right away and take a bath. They take a bath, and they're ready, and they get in the little square, the little box with everyone else, and everyone heads off to Beerus' planet. That's where they meet Monica, and this was pretty bad as well. This didn't happen in the manga. I mean, everything was pretty much the same as the manga, where Goku's beating him and making fun of him, like how his nipples are big, and then, but one thing that happened in this never happened in the manga, and I really like that they added that. Goku straight punches Monica on the face. Yes, Monica, the strongest fighter Beerus has ever fought, he punches him on the face, because Beerus was telling him, don't mess, why do you always have to challenge everyone? But when everyone looked away, Goku punched him in the face, and that was just awesome. Monica makes a face like he's hurt, but I think he's just joking. Anyways, after that, we go to the everyone's ready, and they take Monica, and they go to the tournament, and there we see everyone. Supreme Kai and Kabito Shin are there. Kabito's there, and guess what? They like the manga. If you guys do keep up with the manga, you should have known Kabito and the Supreme Kai have unfused, and yeah, that's actually a pretty cool thing that they added. Now we might see a fusion. We might see the airing fusion again. So I like that, but maybe not. But we don't know. So, but we might, since now we know that they can be unfused by the Namekian Dragon Balls or just the Dragon Balls, and then we actually get to see all those Universe 6 fighters, yes, and what we saw in the manga, pretty much, everyone's sitting there, and Kaba comes up to Goku and Vegeta, he's like, are you guys Saiyans, because I'm a Saiyan too, and then Goku and Vegeta are really surprised, how he's a Saiyan, Saiyans are still alive, and then, Vegeta and Kaba have their interesting talk, and, how Vegeta would like to visit, and then we have the test, and just like the manga, Goku and Botama face off. And one thing I really liked that they had in this, they had the little screen kind of that showed all the matchups. Because they had lines going from one character to the other. I think those were actually the matchups, so you kind of know, because it was Vegeta and Megatai, I believe, and Hit was fighting like the Majin Buu, who's not fighting, so whoever's gonna step in for Majin Buu's gonna fight him, and it showed Kaba versus Monica. I don't know if those are the real matches, but it looked like, because Botama had the string going to Goku's string, they were joining, and they actually was the one that fought, just like the manga, and that's where the episode pretty much ends. Goku and Botama both step in the ring, and they're ready to fight, so in the next episode, we'll get to see their fight, and I know a lot of people are talking about the next episode, because in the preview of the show, Goku turns Super Saiyan, so people don't know if he turns, Super Saiyan against Botama or Frost. I think he turns against Frost, but they just didn't show Frost, so it's kind of like, where they showed Kid Bulma, and we thought it was Brawl. And that's pretty much it, guys. Episode 30, I don't really have anything. It was pretty bad. Only 2 things that were good. And episode 31 was a decent episode. But this episode 32, was the ultimate episode. My favorite. The music and everything was pretty awesome. It had action. Not really action, but like it had a story that was building, and just amazing. This episode was amazing. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode, because I thought it was amazing. And yeah, guys, I guess I'll catch you down the adventure. And remember to rate, comment, subscribe, like always, and leave a like if you enjoyed today's review. And once again, catch you down the adventure.